Alright, we're going to start with a size 6 Allen S402 hook. Oops. Help if I tighten the vise. I'm using a 70 denier olive thread right now. I think it gives it a cleaner look. Work our way back to the front, and about a quarter of the way from the eye, we're going to attach some large black bead chain eyes. We're going to come all the way back down. And where did I... There they are. Almost forgot where to put the legs. This is a star flash. As you can see, this is for bass jigs, actually. Bass lures for regular spin cast fishing. These are brown slash orange with an orange tint. These are absolutely fantastic for flies. Just going to take, I'd say 6 of these strands, 3 brown and 3 orange. If we can make them even. All right. And I'll show you what they look like when they're not. So this is what they originally look like. So they're kind of in a little pack with a rubber band in the middle. I clipped that rubber band off to make it easier for me to tie with them. Now, you can take the entire clump like this, just 6 strands right here, and you could actually put it around the thread, wrap it halfway, cut them in half with the thread, lay it on there to make it like a 12 strand back, and that's what we're going to do. Secure them in place. Now at this point you can cut this off, but I like to, it's going to be pretty long. It's actually going to be longer than the hook shank itself, but I like to leave it because it gives it some action, really nice action in the water. Now remember to secure this down pretty tightly. Next, here we go. We're going to take some of that olive brown, or even if you want to use olive, polar chenille. Clip some of it off. Put that back. And we're just going to tie that in. All right. Then we're just going to wrap it around. just stroking those fibers back. Now, while we hold that in place, I'm just going to bring this back, and we're going to secure that material down with a nice couple wraps. If it'll cooperate. There we go. Snip that excess. There. Oop. That's okay. Now, after giving that butt section some flash, we're going to take some, these are micro rabbit strips in olive. If you don't have any micro, you can take a regular 1/8 inch strip and cut it in half. It's a little more work, but if you don't want to spend the money or the time waiting for them to, or even if your fly shop doesn't carry them, you know, it's easier to cut them ahead of time and then use them when you need them. Now, I like to cut a bit off, throw that away, a bit off at the end. Kind of gives you a bare place to tie it down with no hair in the way. And we're going to wrap that, tie it in right behind the eyes. This is a good time to whip finish in case your thread breaks. Now, we're going to work this stuff back just by wrapping it around and pulling that hair out of the way. So, we're actually going to wrap it around the eyes. Gives it a really cool effect, especially in the water. Now, wrap this forward all the way to the nose, or should I say the eye of the hook. Fold that over itself. Trap that hair. And take your thread. So you're going to want to pull those fibers out of the way and capture that if you can. There we go. Oops. Snip that. Get the excess hair out. Whoops. And just pull it back. And we're just going to whip finish. Make sure you don't whip finish too much in front of the or behind the eye, because you don't want to crowd it so you can't get your thread or your tippet through. Now you're just going to snip it. And there you go. Again, you can trim those Trim the legs in the back if you want, but it makes for a very nice lightweight, beautiful, absolutely beautiful fly, both in the water and out. And that, my friends, is the Daddylicious.